Hey y'all, this is your girl Dolly Hagler, and I am the host of Dolly Said It Podcast. Y'all, today is episode 2, and we are going to be talking about radical accountability, radical responsibility, whichever way you would like to go with it, that's what we're going to go with it, okay? Okay, cool. So, first things first, if you haven't already tapped in to my word of the day on Tuesdays and Thursdays on Instagram, you can follow me, okay? You can watch those. So they're exciting. They're very inspirational. I'm telling y'all, I'll be trying to get y'all together, okay? So if you don't currently follow me, my Instagram is _Dolly Said It on Instagram, okay? All right, cool beans. So, woo! All right, y'all. Now, I know a lot of us have did this thing right here, right? Where we will blame someone else, right? For what they've done to us, how they've hurt us, things like that, right? Like we've had those moments where we've like kind of put it off on the next person, right? I know we have. But radical accountability, and let me just give y'all a definition. Radical accountability is not about doing what you say you're gonna do. It's also about understanding that you are responsible for 100% everything in your life, right? Like granted, not your circumstances, because I know life happens. However, though, you are responsible for you. You are responsible for your growth. You are responsible for your progress. You are responsible, right? We can't point fingers. We can't say, oh, well, I ain't lose weight this week because all my homies wanted to go out and eat. That is not how they go, right? You got to take accountability for your actions, sweetheart. And I know a lot of y'all hate to hear that. But I love to be the bearer of bad news and tell you, you got to get it together. This is not what we're doing. We are getting it together. This is the show for that. Y'all know how I'm coming. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to radical accountability, responsibility, we're gonna go with accountability. I like that word. When it comes to radical accountability, again, despite the situation, the circumstance, the cards that life dealt you, like you have to take full responsibility for your life and your emotions, right? Now, like I said, I know people hurt us. They cause us pain and trauma, and our parents have caused us pain and trauma, and life has caused us pain and trauma. I get it. I understand. But we have to take responsibility for ourselves, right? We have to go back and fix those things, right? Like, granted, none of us are all the way healed. However, though, we need to start working towards those things, because all we do is pour that onto somebody else in a new relationship, right? Okay. Or we create this trauma for our children, if we have them, right? Or we just stay stagnant. Like there is no movement. A lot of people like to stay single because, I don't know, I feel like being single is a cop-out. We're going to talk about that on another show. But, and that ties into getting it together as well. But again, that's another topic for another day. Hey, y'all. All right. So, yeah. So basically, you are responsible, 100% responsible. Despite any external factors, you are responsible for you. So that is what radical accountability is. Okay. All right. And that kind of goes with my word of the day that I did today. I basically stated that, maturing is, taking accountability for things that you've allowed, right? Like, oh, this only happened because you allowed it. You never put a stop to it. So it's going to continue until you stop it, right? You have to take accountability for your actions and the parts that you played in situations. And a lot of us don't. A lot of us do not like to be accountable for our actions. We would rather just play the victim, which we know a lot of people do, okay? That victim thing is tough, y'all. It's tough. I don't know why my camera is being weird. But, yeah, so let me give y'all an example of radical accountability. So going back to the losing weight thing, right? Now you want to say, oh, I didn't lose no weight this month or this week because, my friends, they came in town and, we decided that we wanted to turn up. You're going to have to take responsibility for not losing no weight this week. That ain't nobody's problem but yours. That is nobody's fault but yours. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it is. It's your fault. It's your fault that you didn't hit your goal. You got to be responsible. You got to be accountable. Okay. oh well, Keyshawn did me so bad, and oh, he treated me so bad, right? He probably did. Yep. However, though, when did you ever decide that you was going to stop him from treating you bad? Did you ever decide that you was going to stop, and walk away from the situation? No, you didn't. You stayed. Again, radical accountability, y'all. Right? Okay. All Keisha want is my money, but you keep giving Keisha money though. She gonna keep doing it. You keep allowing it, she gonna keep doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have to take accountability for our actions, y'all, for real. Like, put your big girl panties on, your big boy drawers on, and be accountable for your actions. Y'all gotta stop allowing things to happen to y'all. Y'all have to stop falling victim. Y'all have to really get it together. Like, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be in your business. So now I want to move into your practices, right? Like, how do you take the proper steps to getting to that space of being like, all right, let me own up to my ish. Like, let me own up to it, right? So the first thing you want to do, and I talk about this all the time, you have to heal yourself. A lot of y'all don't want to do no self-work because it's easier. It's easy to be ain't shit. And that's the term that I want to use. It's a lot. You use it for your crutch. You use it to get over on people. A lot of y'all don't want to heal. A lot of y'all want to play the victim, things like that. But step number one into being accountable, radical accountability, step one is healing yourself. Get to work. You got a lot of work to do. Okay? The second thing is dropping your expectations. A lot of us have these set expectations on how things are supposed to go, how things are supposed to be, and really your expectations are really what you would do. You can't put that on everybody else. You can't put that on every situation. That is not how they go, and I know that's tough. But everybody's not you, and a lot of people are looking for them in other folks, and that's not how they go. I'm sorry. I know that sucks, right? Okay, number 3. You need to act from a place of power. Like, you gotta really you gotta be powerful. You gotta stand for who you are. Like, you just gotta be you. You gotta show up. You gotta stand in your power, right? You gotta act with your power. That's what you have to do. Okay. Number 4, recognizing your ability to choose. Every day we wake up, we have a choice. We have a choice, and our choices that we make determine our tomorrow, our later, our next year, our next month. All of these things. Like, so when you get up every morning, make sure you're making a conscious decision on, a conscious decision with the choices that you're making throughout your day, because they do affect and play a big part in your life. So be mindful, y'all. Again, embrace your challenges that you deal with in life as opportunities. We have to start turning the negative into positive. And I know everything don't. I know it's like very cliche to be like, oh, see the good in everything. I know, and I used to feel the same way. But honestly, and I'm gonna give y'all a prime example, right? So this morning, I work in tech, so I deal with a lot of people on the daily basis, right, with their systems and things like that. Not too much on that, but I'm on the phone and I'm talking to this guy, and he is just like, and I'm getting annoyed, y'all. Like, I'm getting annoyed because I know he ain't tried, and that's where my annoyance came in. Not because he was asking for help, but the fact that I know you didn't try does something to my soul, right? Okay. So in that time, I'm pissed. I'm over there like, you need to just go off. Just go off or whatever. But I was like, you know what? Let me not allow this to take over me and consume me. Okay, let me just turn all of this negativity into some positivity. Maybe I can create something, some type of document that will help them, in the future, whatever the case may be. Like, let's look at the positive, because I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Like, it be tough sometimes. No cap, it be hard. It be hard. But we get it done. It takes some practice. That's what I'm saying. These are the things that you need to practice to be better. Okay. And this one I love, making stillness a part of your daily life. A lot of us are on go. We outside, we doing this, we coaching, we being parents, we full-time workers, whatever the case may be. We're doing a lot of things within our day. And I feel like we do need to have a moment of stillness in our day, so we can kind of get ourselves together, like figure out what's the next step. What do we need to do next? What, how we come in, things like that. Like, what's the next move? What's in our, what's in our cards, right? for ourselves. We need to be still. We need to be still, y'all. Just take a moment of stillness. I do. I take a moment every morning. I get up at 4:30. I have to be to work at 5. I get up every morning. I meditate. I write in my journal, and I'm still. I'm still to figure out my day, to pour into myself, because again, I deal with a lot of people on a daily basis, and it gets rough. If you know the kind of work I do, it gets rough. I love tech though. Don't get me wrong. I love being in the tech space. It's very, very fun. I enjoy it. Things are different, but it be rough. So I do be needing those moments of stillness to get my life in order. I'm not gonna cap. Okay, and then number 7, I have talked about this on several occasions. I think I'm gonna just tattoo it like on my forehead at this point, because I don't think people understand how big this is, right? And number 7 is practicing gratitude. A lot of y'all are very ungrateful. Y'all are very ungrateful. You are not happy where you are. You are not happy for the things that you have. All you do is complain. That's a problem. That's a problem. And then you wonder why you're not succeeding. You're not getting to the next level. You're not getting the person that you want. You're not getting the job you want. You're not getting the opportunities that you want, because you're not grateful. Why do you think things are gonna come to you when you're not being grateful? I'm just being honest. Why do you think that? It's not. It's not. I can bet you that it's not gonna happen. If you are not happy in the space that you're in, baby, you're in for a rude awakening. You will be in that same place, complaining about the same things, until you show gratitude for the things and the places that you are in your life. Yeah, get to work. Do your homework. Let's get into it. I surround myself with a lot of people, right? And I'm always around a lot of people. I'm always pouring into people, and doing all these things. And I analyze a lot when it comes to people and the things that they say and how they move and things like that. And what I've noticed is that when people feel like, and this is those milestones that I talked about, what, Tuesday, maybe last week, I don't know, those imaginary milestones that we're harping on, right? Oh, by this age, I need to have this. Oh, by this time, I need to have this. Oh, I need to drive a Lexus. I need to have a 7-bedroom house on 5 acres of land. Oh, and I'm not saying you can't have goals. And I said this before. I'm not saying that you can't have goals, but I'm saying that you have to appreciate, or not that you have to appreciate, but we're gonna get to that part. You're not happy with your life because you've created these imaginary milestones, right? So just stay solid, just stay committed in what you're doing, and then you don't have to worry about nothing else. I cannot stress that enough. So when you stay focused on the goal, despite whatever those milestones are, like, just stay focused, just stay committed, and show gratitude for where you are. Because a lot of us, and I'm gonna say for myself, when I do become a public speaker for real, in real life, because that's my plan next, baby, when I tell you that testimony is something different. And I don't talk too much. I don't get too deep. I'm very private and personal when it comes to my life. But when I have to stand in the front of a room and I have to explain to people why I feel like I can teach them how to be better, my testimony is going to sing a song. Okay? And I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. But I can say showing gratitude has gotten me very, very far in my life. So again, that's a big one. Being still in your daily and showing gratitude they should have been number 1. I mean, outside of healing yourself, but those should have been like the top 3. I don't know why it was listed like this, but if I had to change them, I would say the first thing when it comes to radical accountability. Thank you. When it comes to radical accountability, the first thing you need to do, you need to heal yourself. Okay? Stop blaming other folks. It's you. It's you. Okay? It is you. Get to work. Dig deep. Have them conversations, hard conversations with your parents. Have them hard conversations with your significant other. Have hard conversations with yourself. Have them conversations, for real. Maybe some of y'all need to go talk to a therapist. We need to start healing, y'all, for real. Okay, so that's number 1. My number 2 is being still on the daily. That's my number 2. Okay, I am going to say, I want y'all to be still. This is your homework. Be still throughout your day. And just take in everything. See what's next for you. See where you want to go. right your wrongs in that moment too. Okay, that's what you need to do. And then my 3, like I said, these my top 3. The list is cool and all, but these 3 for me is your start. Okay, so practice these things and practice gratitude. Show gratitude. Say thank you. I know a lot of what I say is probably gonna sound real airy, and that's okay. I don't care. I mean, I apply this to my life every day. Okay, and anybody that knows me personally will tell you it's deep for me. Okay, it's real deep for me. When you have to pull yourself out of those dark places, and you got to say thank you even when things ain't looking good, ain't feeling good. Listen, it's different. It makes you a different person. You become a different person. You move differently. You see the world in a different way. So that's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, y'all. With that being said, you got homework to do, and I expect it to get done, cause Dolly gonna be checking. Okay, and I'm not gonna stop telling y'all I am your go-to girl for all things growth. So this concludes our Thursday night 7 p.m. podcast, educational, bettering, how do I want to say it? Getting ourselves together. Damn it. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what we doing tonight. But anyway, we are reinventing ourselves, y'all. That's what we doing. Okay, we being better for ourselves. We being better for our partners. We're being better for our kids. We're being better people. Okay, and stop holding on to that trauma. Let it go. Let it go, Elsa. Let it go. All right, y'all. That's my time. I love y'all. Bye. Have a good night. See y'all next Thursday.